Technology has become an intrinsic part of our everyday lives, shaping the way we connect, communicate, and learn. At this core, technology refers to the application of scientific knowledge for practical purposes. It encompasses a wide range of tools, devices, and techniques that enhance our ability to perform tasks efficiently. In today's fast paced environment, the importance of technology cannot be overstated. It influences nearly every sector, including education, which plays a central role in shaping the future of students. However, with these advancements come nuanced perspectives on whether technology acts as a boon or a bane for students. The debate on the dual nature of technology is essential in the context of education. On one hand, some argue that technology serves as a powerful tool that promotes learning and facilitates communication. On the other hand, critics point out that the adverse effects of technology can have on students' physical and mental well-being. Therefore, the thesis statement for this essay will explore the intricate dynamics between technology and students, analyzing how it can be seen as either a boon or a bane. Proponents argue that technology significantly enhances education. For instance, students can access a wealth of information at their fingertips, facilitating self-directed learning and allowing them to explore subjects at their own pace. Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, it was a pleasure to listen to my friend, but I thought that he would launch his maiden speech as the leader of the opposition with a statement that the season for friendly opposition has started. But I am afraid he has a job requirement, and precisely for that reason he has issued a very critical line. He has said towards the end that he was impressed with the finance minister's speech, but he was disappointed after reading it. My submission as if he reflects deeply and dispassionately, he will again go back to his initial reaction. He will remain impressed, perhaps more impressed, that what he thinks he should have been. I think it is unfair to say that the diagnosis is partisan and also unfair to say that remedy is going to be worse than the disease. Now, I submit for the consideration of the honorable leader of the opposition that history always does not solve the problems of tomorrow or today. His basic thrust has been that there is a problem. The country is facing crisis, an economic crisis, fiscal crisis, the foreign exchange crisis. It is good to confess that we have a problem. Who contributed how much is a matter of detail, that is a matter of debate. But can you escape the responsibility that this also contributed in a large measure and contributed in an irresponsible manner at a time when the economy was most vulnerable? They had political support from all walks of life, in the sense both from the left and the extreme right, and their leader was the ex-finance minister who had historically contributed in the earlier so-called devolution or whatever other kinds of reforms in the country. So, who is preaching? The devil quoting scripture, something which we are not used to. But the job requirements for my friend could be his constraints. He talked about black money and said that the government had compromised and had not taken deterrent accounts. Would the host like to hear from him what the Janata Dal government did? Did it do anything to recover even 1 rupee of black money? So it does not lie in his face to say that enough is not being done or that the government is compromising with black money. The government is making all efforts to create job opportunities. I rise to support the railway budget and compliment the railway minister and his ministry. The contribution of pension fund, which has been enhanced during the 1991-92, has resulted in addition of rupees 40 crores to the amount of the budget. It is really an excellent measure. 16 new lines have been introduced and 277 kilometers have been targeted for opening before March 1992. Further program for opening new lines in 1992-93 is totaling to 364 kilometers. Altogether, 16 new lines are going to be introduced. Madam, introducing land management is also a correct step. Taking renewables for a distance of 300 kilometers have been introduced. Priority is given to railway electrification with a target of 3500 kilometers in the 11th plan. New schemes for electrification of about 1500 routes kilometer have been included in the budget. Exemption has been given altogether for several essential commodities from increase in freight rates. The Honorable Minister, the Prime Minister and the Deputy Chairman of the Planning Commission shall have to be complimented for their progressive policy deciding that the entire country should have one gauze. That is why the conversion of metric gauze to broad gauze has been introduced. This is a very correct measure. This will promote the backward areas and simultaneously provide employment to the poor and the needy. I would like to remark that the conversion of narrow gauge in the most backward areas, that is Kolar district of Karnataka, has not been included. I do not know why the minister is giving it a stepmotherly kind of treatment. Kolar is a backward and drought-prone area. The minister has taken measures to see that there is only one gauze throughout the country, that is the broad gauze, and yet he has neglected this particular narrow gauge line. I hope the minister will kindly consider this aspect and see that this will be converted into broad gauge line. The rise in fare and freight charges is not high. When compared to the previous budget, this budget has in fact taken care of the poor and the ordinary class passengers. There is criticism that the increase in fare and freight charges is steep and is not in the interest of the rail user.